This is episode 119. Are your Google ads bombing because you are targeting the wrong audiences? Or are they bombing because maybe you just don't know what audiences to target? Well, in today's episode, I want to tell you a little known trick that will give you a list of all the best audiences you can target for your Google ads so that they can convert. So let's get started. Welcome to the Calm Marketer Podcast. My name is Kenneth Fong, a digital marketer on a mission to help businesses thrive. I'll bring you on my marketing journey where you'll get to learn from my experiences as an INFP navigating an extroverted world and get actionable marketing tips for your business. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let's begin. I was reading an article on SEMrush. I'll include a link to this blog article in the show notes, but the article was titled How to Define Your Target Audience for SEO. And when I was reading this, one of the tips that they mentioned was to, let me scroll, I'm actually have it in front of me. So one of the ways to define your target audience is to understand your current customer demographics. Okay, so this goes for all businesses. Like you need to know your current customer demographics. Like who are they? What are they interested in? How old they are? What do they like to do? What kind of products are they're interested in, and things like that, right? And one of the ways you can figure out who your audience is by looking in your Google Analytics. So as an SEO, I've been doing SEO, practicing SEO for, over since 2012, 2013. And in my Google Analytics, I'm in there all the time, but I never really explored or really dug into all of the reports and the insights that analytics provides. And according to this article, one of the insights that you can gain from your own Google Analytics account is to look into your audience report. And within the audience report, you can drill down into who is visiting your website, right? Looking at their demographics, their locations, and what's most important are the, let's see here, the affinity categories and in-market segments. So in Google Analytics, if you click on the audience tab on the left and you click on interests, there's affinity categories and in-market segments. And there's also geo, behavior, demographics, and things like that. But I want to focus on affinity categories and in-market segments because it will list out all of the different affinity categories, how many users were in each category, and which category, the amount of times they converted. And that's huge. So if you have Google Analytics installed on your site, and if you're tracking conversions, you can look into the affinity categories report and the in-market segments report to see which audiences are converting. And this will give you black and white data, or as black and white as possible, to tell you what kind of audiences your site is attracting and who is converting. This is really huge, right? So, and then you can use this data into your Google Ads. So I basically copied and pasted all of these segments and audiences, and it's there. So you can basically look here. So I'm basically in front of one of my sites. It's an essential oils website, and one of the in-market segments that is converting very well, which is home and garden and home decor, which is kind of makes sense, right? For essential oils. So, if you copy and paste home decor and you jump into Google Ads, you can, under audiences, you can search for home decor, and it's an in-market audience for home decor. And and that's what is showing in your Google Analytics, and that's what you can find in your Google Ads. So if you are stuck trying to figure out, okay, what audiences I should be, targeting in your Google Ads, or if your Google Ads are bombing, look into your Google Analytics to see what audiences are converting for you. So this is a huge insight. This is a really great report. And it's funny because I've looked into this before, over the past, 10 years. As an SEO, you kind of are trained to just look at the same reports over and over again. And you never have that opportunity to kind of explore to see what other data you can find. But, and I've looked at this report before, but I never actually used it. And this SEMrush blog article made me kind of go in there and test it out and see. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'll include the link to this blog article in the show notes so you can take a look at it. And yeah, it's all about audiences, right? You want to make sure that you are targeting the right audiences. And there's a lot of ways you can do research into your audience. Or if you are a new company or if you are a new product and you don't have Google Analytics data, there's a lot of ways you can brainstorm and hack, different other companies and Google and search. And I highly recommend, if you want to kind of get more of those tricks on how to define your target audience, and the best way you can speak to them is to take the One Funnel Away challenge by Clickfunnels. It's a 30-day challenge where they take you by the hand and teach you how to run an entire campaign from start to finish and become profitable in it. And I'll include the link in the show notes on how you can learn about and register for the One Funnel Away challenge. And it's only open like once a month, so check to see the dates on when the next challenge begins. So hopefully you thought this episode was helpful. If you want to contact me, go to bit.ly/The Calm Marketer. That's bit.ly/The Calm Marketer, and connect with me through there. So thanks, and I will speak to you on the next episode.